Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Inside the Cube with Jak and Lev. Lev doesn't like that name.
Hopefully you're having a nice cozy night, and
Are we uploading these at night?
or morning.
See,
Hopefully you're having a nice cozy morning.
See, that's something we got to decide. Are we in the AM podcast?
Yeah.
Are we in the PM podcast?
These are two different categories.
Yeah, because like AM, it's like you got to be nice and quiet because people are just waking up and you don't want to scare them. And like,
or you can be extra loud because you want to wake them up like you're their coffee. You want to be their coffee.
Welcome to Coffee Time with Jak and Lev, where we're an anti-caffeine agenda. Don't drink caffeine, drink us.
Or you can be a nighttime.
I guess nighttime is chill too.
Well, unless you're an adult nighttime type of deal.
Yeah.
When you're like, Jak and Lev, party time. Welcome to Jak and Lev Party
Wow,
Bus.
and then that's when you have the soundboard.
Or whatever.
Should we have a soundboard?
Okay, I kind of want one.
You're listening to Jak, bork bork,
Like,
and the Lev.
like we could have crazy things. Like, what could we have? We could have Croc 2. Or
Croc too. I don't know. Does Croc make any like wacky noises?
He goes, kersplat.
Curse. Yeah, we could have stuff like that.
Jak has a Croc 2 shirt on right now.
Oh
He
yeah,
got
I
it.
do.
I didn't get it. I'm already regretting it. I love it.
Yeah, it's really good. It looks a lot nice. Who's that though?
Is that supposed to be a gobbo?
I don't know. Maybe.
I think they need to make a Drax Night Out shirt.
I'm surprised they haven't, because like the shirt's from the Yeti, and like they do a lot of obscure stuff like that.
Do they?
I think so. I don't
Maybe we
know.
just missed it.
Yeah, maybe they did.
Drac.
Yeah.
Um.
But yeah, anyways, episode 2 of the Jak and Lev Show Inside the Cube with Lev and Jak.
And so, inside the cube with Lev and Jak and Jak and Lev.
Yeah, hopefully you liked it, because we're doing a second one, but
Yeah,
whatever.
here's the second one. So, yeah, Odyssey's out.
Oh, we're doing Odyssey? Dude,
Yeah.
let me see that.
No. Odyssey happened faster than I thought it would.
Okay, because we're doing Odyssey.
We're doing Odyssey.
No, Odyssey, like, came out of nowhere. So, because it felt weird. Because, like, do you remember when Zelda came out and the Switch came out?
Yeah.
Like, there was a lot of hype surrounding it. And, like, there was, like, commercials. They were doing a thing on Facebook where they were uploading a new screenshot every day.
Of Mario or Zelda?
Of Zelda.
Zelda, okay.
Yeah, they were doing, like, a new, like, screenshot, like, daily screenshot. They do, I don't know if you remember Smash Dojo for Brawl.
No.
Basically, Smash Dojo was this thing where it was the website for Super Smash Bros. And they would upload a new screenshot for the game every day. So it was like a big thing. All Smash fans would like check it.
Okay.
But anyways, Zelda was like a big deal. There was like a lot of hype. There was all these trailers and everybody was so excited. But Mario, it kind of just felt like it just showed up and now it's here.
I feel like Mario doesn't need to advertise itself. Like, for the Zelda thing, it was gonna be a big revolutionary thing, so they're like, we wanna show what it's gonna be. But for Mario, I feel like since they were doing, I don't know, I feel like the trailer was sufficed for exactly what they needed to do.
But it's like, what are they doing for the people who might not know about, like, not me and you? What are they doing for my mom?
It's Mario. Everyone knows what Mario is.
It's just like, I don't know. It doesn't. I guess they did that. Did you watch the trailer where they did like an actual musical? And
Yeah.
like an actual. That was pretty cool.
That's going on television, I assume. I don't know.
And like it's a good ad. I liked it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you liked it. I thought it was really well done. But yeah, I don't know. It just seemed weird because it just kind of snuck up on us. But yeah.
It did like. Remember back when we were like, dude, Mario's gonna take forever to come out.
And it's been a long time. Totally not plugging myself, but I just made a video on like all the 3D Marios, and it's actually because 3D World was the last 3D Mario game we got, and like we played 3D Mario on release date.
Yeah.
And like that was forever ago. It's been that long since we got another Mario.
Yeah, I remember that. We went to school that day and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
God, we were still in school.
Wow. I mean, wow. But I forgot where I was going with that.
But
You guys made me be Peach.
Huh?
You guys made me be Peach.
Yeah, I remember that. But you got to be Rosalina.
Yeah, I guess that
Rosalina was
better.
good.
Something is better.
But yeah, at the time of recording this, I played a little bit of Odyssey yesterday, but it did come out yesterday. I mean,
we're in November. We're in November.
Yeah.
This is November.
Yeah, we're recording this in November
and some unspecified day.
Yep, not on October 28th at 11:43 p.m. No. But no, at the time of recording this, I played a little bit of Odyssey, like just enough to get a feel, and you haven't played enough. So like I've already played it, and like it's kind of just met my expectations, I'd say. It hasn't exceeded them, but I think it's because I haven't played that much. But
yeah.
what are you expecting going into it? Like, as somebody who hasn't played it yet.
I'm expecting, well, here's the story. So Cats Out the Big, we're still in October.
Oh shucks. There goes the movie magic.
I left to come here to do some recording, the big recording session with Jack and stuff.
Dude, don't just say it was just for that. You're gonna make me feel bad.
Well, no, because my stepbrother was coming up here anyways, and I'm like, well, might as well carpool. I can see the friends and do a recording session with Jack. But so that's what happened. So that's how I ended up here, and I left before it got to I was planning on grabbing my Switch and Mario when I came, but we left and it hadn't arrived yet. So
you didn't get to play it, yeah.
Yeah, so I texted my other brother, and I'm like, yo, you better pick it, because my mailroom thing just sit there. So I'm like, you better go watch for Mario and grab it so no one else, because I live in an apartment building. So
like, where does your mail sit? Do they just bring it to like a front
Well, I get like a
desk,
P.O. box, so if I'm getting something small, it just
What if it's something big? Like if you were to order like a new guitar or something.
Just drop the box there.
Just drop it. Yeah. Like, that seems so shady, because like...
But I mean, there's lots of keys. Like, you need a key to get into the mailroom, but that said, anybody who lives in the apartment could just...
Mm-hmm. I just don't know if I feel like I would like 100%, if I ever lived in an apartment, I would get a like P.O. box.
Well, if I'm ever getting something that's gonna be that I'm afraid someone would steal, I would probably ask them to only deliver to me when I am there or something, or I would just get it a different way, buy it in person. So far, the only stuff I've ordered is stuff that I'm like, well, if somebody steals it.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess they're gonna get pencils.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, this whole past month had like a lot of games people were waiting a long time for.
No, not just this like month, but like this whole year. But like
this month in particular.
And the thing that sucked is I was in the UK for 2 weeks, starting before October and then into October, and it was like the beginning of October is when like the bulk of stuff came out,
like Cuphead and Cup Boy and Time Girl.
Yeah, and Time Girl. And those were like 2 games I was like eagerly waiting for, and like I was out of the country and I couldn't play them, and like it bothered. Like I loved that I was over there, I was having the time of my life, but in the back of my head I was like, these games are out and I can't play them. I don't know, like I don't know if you can tell, but like I'm really like big into games and stuff, and like
yeah,
like I don't know,
excited
whenever.
Well, okay, I guess I had that to a lesser extent. Like, cause I had the new Wonder Years, they put out like an acoustic album, and I bought the record, but I don't trust, my apartment's so humid, I didn't trust keeping it there, so I shipped it to my dad's house.
Really?
Yeah.
So do you pick it up now?
Yeah, I finally opened it. I did get to listen to it on Spotify, but I had this like thing where I'm like, I want to open it. I want to look at it.
Okay, so I guess with like music and stuff like that, do you do this, or like if Wonder Years, like maybe for like a bigger like full Wonder Years, because the acoustic thing was just a smaller thing, right?
Yeah, it was like 8 covers or something.
So say they like released a new big all original songs like album. Do you have to like what I do when a game comes out, like a new game, like Odyssey, for example, or I did it when Zelda comes out? Like I plan in advance. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna nap from this time to this time because I gotta be fully awake. I gotta be fully immersed in it. Like, because like like if I'm like sleepy at all or I'm like not like fully with it or like I'm like tired from after work, I won't play any games because like I feel like it's a waste.
Yeah.
Like you only get to experience a song for the first time once. You only get to experience a game for the first time once. And I'd rather have that be where I'm fully awake and aware. So I'll do all like this prep work before like I play a game for the first time. I'll like be like, okay,
lock the door and
and like I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna eat this tonight, and I make it like a big date with the game, you know, like I serenade the game. I sit down with it and we have a nice one-on-one together. But like I don't know if you do that too.
Well, I had a weird thing happen the last time a Wonder Years CD came out. I got it early. Just surprise, because they were like, I ordered the vinyl, and they emailed me and they're like, it ain't coming on time. Sorry. Here's the download code though. And they sent me that like way before the CD came out.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember you.
So I got the CD early, but also 2 days before that, Metal Gear Solid 5 came out. But it took 2 days to download because of whatever reason. I had to reboot my computer 100 times and Steam and whatever internet. So I ended up having them both at the same time, and I'm like, what do? It's my birth. It was my birthday. And
Did Metal Gear come out close to your birthday?
It came out like two days. Either that or I got it on my birthday. I don't know. I thought it came out like 2 days before my birthday or something. And then I ended up being able to download the Wonder Years new.
That must have been like a great day for you, or
yeah.
Well, I guess kinda. Cause did you get to play it on that day?
Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah, and
I don't know if I think I played it a little bit or something. I don't know. I can't remember, but the Wonder Years was a lot better than Metal Gear Solid 5. I'm sorry.
Well, no, that's to be honest.
It was a good game. It had great gameplay. I never finished it. I love it. I never finished it.
Are you gonna finish it? Like, do you see yourself ever going back
someday?
to it?
I'm just, you know how I am with time commitments in games. Like a game needs to blow me away for me to.
I agree. I wasn't like that as a kid. Like, I played and finished a lot of shitty games as a kid, but now, even if the game's good, I'm trying to think of an example. There's a Mario and Rabbids. Like,
yeah,
that was a really good game, but it just didn't blow me away. Like, it didn't blow me away. So,
or like, I'm having an issue. Apparently Nier gets a lot better as you go on, but I'm having a hard time getting to that point where I want to play it more. Because it starts off slow.
And I think it's just because as you get older, you have college, I have a job, you have limited time, so it's like, why would I waste my time on this game that's kind of, it's good, but like there's better stuff out there, so
yeah,
you know, it's kind of a, you become more conscious of your time you have left in your day. Whereas when you're a kid, you're like, I have all this time to just sit on my ass and drink chocolate milk. And
dude, I remember playing Pokemon games. That's a good memory.
Yeah. But yeah, going back to Mario Odyssey though, I don't know if you ever answered the question, like
what?
Like, are you expecting to be blown away by it, or?
I don't know. Less now because I have high expectations, I guess, at this point.
That's one thing I feel like my expectations were too high for this game. Cause yeah, I guess I wanted a game that would dethrone Sunshine as my favorite. But it hasn't so far. It's probably like a close second.
I feel like it's gonna get better with age.
With age? You think so?
I haven't played it yet, so I mean,
I feel like all Mario games are like that.
Yeah, because they're very much something that you can think back to and have good memories, and then then you go back and you experience it a second time, and the second experience is different than the first.
Yeah, it is a really different experience, because the first time you're like, you don't know the controls that well, you can't control Mario that well, so you can't maybe get to like secret areas and stuff. So you're just kind of like going through the game, going through the ropes. Where the second time you've like mastered the controls, you can like get to areas you haven't gotten to before. You're maybe like 100%ing the game, which by the way, this game is fucking huge. Like I can already tell just from the little bit I played.
I've 100%ed everyone so far, so
I think I have too.
Well, what do you, well, it depends on what we're counting towards that.
Oh, I guess I haven't 100% 3D Land, and I don't think I have 100% at 64.
Wait, we did the one on the Wii U.
Yeah, we 100% of that.
Yeah, we did. Okay.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. I haven't even played the one on the 3DS.
That's a good game, but to 100% it, it's kind of tedious. It's like another play through the game a second time, but on a harder difficulty kind of thing, and I don't like
Galaxy.
that. Yeah, Galaxy did that.
Even though I did it.
Yeah, I did it too. And
those the last levels on Galaxy.
Galaxy 2 is 100% was kind of fun.
Why did I do that?
Yeah.
Mario, you've died 800 times. Do you need help?
And I'm interested to see what Odyssey does for 100%, because like I think there's, I don't want to say a specific number because I don't know if you consider that a spoiler, but I've heard, I don't know if what I've heard is true with how many collectibles there actually are, but it's a lot.
I've heard that it's exactly a large number.
Yeah, it's a large number. So I'm curious if there's a post game after you collect all the MacGuffins.
Yeah.
And then after that, they're like, oh, there's the Green Star MacGuffins now that you have to get.
Green Star MacGuffins.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's,
I don't know.
Every 3D Mario game, besides 64, I guess, had something like that.
Okay, that said, though, with me having high expectations, that said, I fully expect to enjoy it thoroughly. But like, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be disappointed at all, and I don't think I'm gonna be like just like when I play it. I think it's a game that I'm gonna be able to play through and even 100% on my first playthrough.
One thing that might sound petty, and it's been like this ever since Galaxy 1, I think. Something that makes him or breaks a Mario game for me is if Luigi is playable. It actually is. Like, I will be really disappointed if Luigi isn't playable in some way.
I better get my Game Shark working then if we ever play 64 again.
Like, it actually, like, really disappoints me if they don't make Luigi playable.
Did you ever play with a Game Shark?
I played with the GameCube version of a Game Shark. I never played, like, the N64 or, like, NES.
I have the Game Shark.
For the N64? 64. What does it look like?
It's just like it just looks like the game, but then you put the other game in on top of it.
I don't think you've ever, because you've shown me your NES one. Like, that one's iconic.
The Game Genie.
Yeah, the Game Genie.
I have the Game Genie, I have the Game Shark, and then I have Action Replay for my DS.
Oh yeah, it was Action Replay for like DS and GameCube, I think. Yeah, they changed it to like Action Replay and stuff.
Do they still do those, or is it basically you can mod it if you want?
It's homebrew now. That's like what it all is now.
Okay.
Yeah, so like homebrew is like a collective, it's kind of like the App Store for that kind of stuff. And it's all like downloaded and stuff, and it's not the same as it used to be. It's not like type in a code and you get something wacky.
It's like now you have the internet. If you really want to cheat, look it up.
Yeah, exactly. Which, yeah, how crazy. I remember I was in, I think, 6th grade, and I think it was Chris, I guess I'll just say first letter, last J.
Oh, yeah.
Told me about a cheat thing that you can get for your DS at our local Kmart. And like, he told me all this crazy stuff you could do with it. I'm like, what? They just sell those? Because like I like it, the way he explained it, he made it sound like it was like the shady thing. It was like it should be illegal. And I'm like, they just sell that shit at Kmart? What? And then I think I actually went to Kmart after school that day and I saw it and I'm like, what? This thing's fucking real? You could put this in your game and like hack it? It blew my mind that like something like that.
The DS one? Or?
I think it was the DS one because like I got like my NES and my Super Nintendo and my GameCube from my parents. And, like, they didn't have any of that stuff. So I didn't know, like, Game Genie and stuff existed until the DS. And it blew my mind.
Well, what sucked about it is that thing ran on XP.
What? Oh, did it?
Yeah. You had to plug it into your
Because I didn't get one. I just saw it and I was just like, whoa, this thing's real.
It had, like, a cord or something. You had to plug it in on XP, put a disc in your computer, and then go to their website and download whatever cheats and codes they had at the time. And then, but then I was like...
Did you have it?
Yeah. But I only had XP for another, whatever, year after I got it. So I never, like, did that. And then, like, later on, I was like, you know, I never fiddled with this. I should play it with all these games I have now. And I was like, oh, drat, I have Vista.
Vista.
And then now it's completely gone. And it's like now it's just a useless piece of junk.
See, it's stuff like that just it makes me sad because like you just don't get that. Like you don't have a Game Genie with a Switch. You like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just stuff like that. That's like, wow, that age of gaming is gone.
Like, yeah, they just like
wired controllers.
Whatever coming up with.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of creativity and limitations, whatever that is, whatever the word is.
Yeah, it's like limitations of the hardware. And like, yeah, I don't know. It is weird.
Wacky.
But
wacky.
But yeah, Mario Odyssey is pretty good. I'm going to play more of it. I'm going to love the hell out of it. You're probably going to love the hell out of it too. I can already tell.
As soon as I get home, I'm going to...
It's going to be the perfect like college game for you.
Stop, drop, open up shop. Whoa.
Yeah.
What about hat time?
I was just about to bring that up because so far it was going to be a tie between a Hat in Time and Odyssey. Hat in Time is looking like it's going to be my game of the year.
Really?
Hat in Time is so fucking good.
Okay,
I don't want to overhype it for you, so I'm not gonna.
I suppose those are two. That might not be fair.
What do you mean?
I was gonna ask you to compare it to Sunshine or 64, but that's not fair because they're two different categories, nostalgia, and maybe in a few years you can compare them reasonably.
The thing I love about A Hat in Time though is it's a short game, but that's what's great about it because it never overstays its welcome. Like with Sunshine, for example, you got the blue coins. You're like, I don't want to fucking look for all these. Where Hat in Time, it's just every mission has a purpose, and everyone just stays there for as long as it needs to. Like for example, I don't know if you saw any like beta footage, but there's one where you're like running away from a monster.
Beta footage? I played the beta.
And there was a section in that was like really tedious, and I hated playing whenever I played through the beta. And they just took that out because it was not needed. It really shortened up that level, but that didn't matter. It's still fun. It's short and fun.
Did people get mad about that?
No.
No one did at all?
No, it's fun. They took out bullshit.
Okay.
Whereas like Sunshine, they left in a bunch of bullshit. That fucking pachinko thing.
The sandbird.
Hat in Time would have just thrown that out. It makes the game shorter, but it's not about length. It's about...
You didn't see any, like a single person who was like, man, I wish they would have kept that in.
I haven't really looked into it much, but like I can't see anybody. It was a really tedious part.
All right, that's pretty neat. That's my favorite thing about the Cup Boy game is that they seem to do that too. Like it feels, well, to a lesser extent, it's just bosses. So I mean, but it feels like every boss like has a new dingle dang that it does. I
gotta play it more. I didn't play it that much because I started playing it on a Sunday before I had to go to work, so I didn't have that much time to play it.
Yeah. But I put 30 hours in that game already. I
had a weird experience with our Hat and Cup.
Hat and Cup?
Cup Boy, Cuphead, Cup Man. Because I didn't look at many trailers for the game. I didn't know that much about the game besides that it was a 1930s like aesthetic game. I just knew about the aesthetic, and that alone made me want to get the game. And I thought it was just gonna be like a side-scrolling platformer. I thought it was gonna be a Mega Man.
And
like,
there are.
Yeah, there are,
that
but that's not
aspect.
the main focus. It's mostly boss battles.
Yeah.
So I went into it, and I went to the first area. I'm like, cool, first level. And it's a boss fight. And I'm like, what? Where's the level to get to the boss? I was so confused. Like, I thought, and then I was like, oh, maybe I just went the wrong way. Maybe this is like the path to the boss rush mode or something. So I went the other way. It was another boss. I'm like, what? This game's just bosses?
No,
And
it's super cool.
Yeah, at first I was like, I wasn't disappointed. I was just confused. And then I started to play it more, and I'm like, oh, these are just really, like, well thought out, like, challenging. It's your fault. It's your fault if you die. Like, it's...
Given there's one or two bosses that, like, it ends up falling out of that category a little bit.
What do you mean?
Where the big praise about the game, well, obviously this is opinion. The big praise about the game is that, like when you die, you're like, I guess I deserved that. And I'm like, I completely agree with that, except for like maybe one or two bosses. They'll have like things happen that are just like, maybe I'm not noticing the patterns, or just like little things happen. Like sometimes the side of the screens always mess up for me. I don't know if there's like glitches on certain things, or if because like I had it where sometimes the side of the screens, like projectiles will come out that weren't that didn't come out of, like, if there would be something spawning projectiles, some will come out from the side of the screen that you wouldn't,
there was no way you could see coming.
Yeah. And like say you guys can't see this. Say my fist is shooting out bubbles or something, and it's gonna hurt you. All of a sudden, a bubble will come out from over here, just a single bubble, to hurt me.
Yeah, that's weird.
It might just been my computer, because I didn't hear anybody else complain about it. Either that, or people are just like, dude, you're stupid. You're just bad at.
Obviously, the bubble is gonna come from the other side.
Yeah. Plus the B. I didn't like the B level.
I haven't gotten to the B.
Yeah, I won't do any more spoilers than that. But when you get to the, just remember that's the one I didn't like. It just seemed.
A lot of people I see complain about the dragon.
I didn't have troubles with the dragon.
Or maybe people just like I see people just talk about the dragon.
The only one I had actual troubles with, where I'm like, it wasn't, the B's not even a hard one, but I was having those troubles with it where I'm like, what could I couldn't have done anything else, and I would have still have died, or whatever. I don't know. But other than that, like, I loved it. Every boss seems unique, and
no, that's the thing. Every boss is unique, and I feel
like Mega Man, where you just gotta shoot, jump or shoot, and it's like, everything's new.
I feel like the hand drawn animation helps with that, because they never, with games that use like 3D models and stuff, they can repeat or reuse animations or like stuff like that, to save time. But if you're doing hand-drawn animation, you can't really do that. I guess you can reuse animation in a way, but not with this game, because each boss is different. They never repeat a boss. So each boss is going to have a different...
I wonder what's up next for the studio.
That's one thing I was going to ask is... and I was looking that up before we started. What's their story? Is this their first game?
I think it is. There was like a bunch of headlines saying the creators of Cuphead literally mortgaged off their houses and put everything they had into this game.
Yeah, and I think that's true. I think that it's a story of they just dropped everything. Like, they were just not happy with their life, and they were like, look, if we don't do this now, we're never gonna be able to do it. And I love stories like that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, that's just what you got to do sometimes. Like, life's going to be shitty for a while, but you're working on your dream. And, like, as long as you're passionate about it, it's going to work out. And it worked out. Cuphead sold, like, 2 million in the first week.
That's, like, records or something.
I think 2 million. I hope I'm saying that right.
I know it broke platinum. And we all know that's all on PC, not Xbox One.
Going back, like, to the gameplay and stuff, one mechanic I don't like so far is the pink stuff that you have to like press jump twice to interact with.
Are you playing with a controller or a keyboard?
Controller.
Okay, because the controller worked better for me for that.
I just feel like I don't fully. I feel like I'm missing something with it.
Well, it gets as the game goes on, you'll.
Cause like so it's a projectile, right? And a pink one will be shot, but it'll be shot close to the ground, and you need to jump to do it. So like, how am I gonna activate that one if it's so close to the ground?
Oh, so you're saying like it like registers Cup Boy hitting the ground, and then you end up getting hit by it?
Yeah, exactly.
I had that happen to me too. I don't know if that's something that I'm just bad, or if it's something that they're gonna
Yeah, I
fix.
don't know if I just have to get the timing better, or...
Well, because it never happens when I'm in the air, is the thing. Every time it's in the air, I always hit it. But
sometimes it's really close to the ground. It's like, that's impossible to, like, counter. I think it's called counter, right?
Yeah, parry.
Or parry, yeah.
I just don't do those ones.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But yeah, also, I love that game.
Uh-huh. The game seems like it'd be, like, a lot easier, too, if you had two people.
I really want to play it with you.
Uh-huh. But it's not online yet, so it's like, we'd have to play it right now or never. Now or never.
It's super replayable. I don't know. It just I feel like, well, cause I watched a lot of Tom and Jerry as a little boy.
Yeah, so did I.
And it just feels like that. Also, I like how blown up YouTube is right now with 1930s cartoons. Have you noticed that? I'm getting
like because of this game. You feel like, or
because I've never gotten recommended 1930s cartoons until now.
I guess I haven't. I haven't really noticed it.
Okay, I haven't like specifically searched like 1930s cartoons, but yet I'm getting like tons of maybe just the tags of Cuphead videos I've watched.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, I'm just getting like all these recommendations of just old Disney stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I guess now that you mention it, yeah, I have seen some stuff like that.
And then like the top comments always be like, that reminds me of this part on Cuphead and stuff, and it's like,
so money talks, right? Like money. And this game has obviously made a ton of money because it sold a ton. Well, I don't know how much it costs to make the game. I'm going to assume they're profiting. Yeah. But so money talks, higher up AAA developers or even Hollywood are going to see this. Do you think this is going to bring back like either that kind of aesthetic or 2D animation?
Well, I think it's definitely going to help the aesthetic. I think that any like big thing like this comes with people who want to get off on it.
Get off on it.
I definitely think that we're gonna see like more even if it's just popular culture and advertising.
Yeah, because that's the thing that made me really happy is the
aesthetic. I doubt's going away.
Yeah, I really hope this shows higher ups, people with money, that there's still a love for 2D animation like this. There's still a love for that kind of style, that stylistic stuff. It's
I doubt we'd get any big feature films.
Not in that style. I'm mostly saying like just 2D animation.
2D. I don't know. 2D like
you don't think Cuphead's success is enough to be like to tell like some executive at Sony like to go like, oh, look at this. There's a lot of money to be made here.
I feel I don't know.
Uh-huh.
For 2D films, I don't know. I feel like a lot of it's gonna take a lot more. I don't know. I'm not them. I don't know what they're thinking, but I feel very hopeless about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It's just really cool that Cuphead did well, especially considering what it is. It's a run and gun platformer. It's a hand-drawn, like, platformer. It didn't go for realism or anything. And like it did a lot of stuff that's against the norm in gaming nowadays. Like gaming is all about realism. Gaming's all about...
How cute is that cup though? Like, look at his colors.
I know. Oh, dude, I'm like, especially since I'm like into drinking coffee now, dude, I'm getting that like replica. Like we should we should get a matching cup and Cuphead and is it Mug Boy or is it
Mugman?
Mugman, yeah. Yeah.
Cup Boy and Mugman.
But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of good games coming out. Are there any?
There's a Cartoon Network game coming out.
We're gonna talk about that. That's coming out on Halloween. We might Jak and Lev it, so I guess
It's gonna have Uncle Grandpa in it.
honestly, that's the biggest reason.
And it has a dang old regular show and Gumball in it. Those are like,
But Uncle Grandpa.
but most importantly, Uncle Grandpa.
Yeah.
But I love Gumball. I don't know. I like it more than most people do.
And Adventure Time. I like Adventure Time now. I liked it in the earlier seasons. Then I got stupid and I stopped watching it. And then recently I needed a new like nighttime I'm going to bed show. And I'm like, you know what? Let's see what Adventure Time's been up to. And it's actually gotten really good, so I don't know.
I feel like if I had an easier way to watch it, I would watch it. But I don't know.
I don't know. It's hard to say if you'd like it because there's a lot of pointless episodes.
Yeah, and like sometimes I can put aside my stupid head and just like something. But my biggest thing with it is that it seems like a time commitment. It has like 9 seasons and it's like
It is at this point.
I do like the world though. I like the world, but
the world gets super interesting. Honestly, that's the only reason I'm still watching because that's a big reason why I picked it up again because it actually does have a last episode announced. So I know like the end's coming. And they're leading up to an ending in these most recent episodes, you can tell, which is really cool.
Even from the original episodes though, I just feel like
the original episodes I feel like were made without
the plot in mind at all.
Without the plot in mind because they had no idea it would become what it became.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like that's true for like a lot of big like I feel like that was true for like Steven Universe and like all these shows that got really big. I feel like the story was an afterthought.
Yeah.
Well, I guess not Steven Universe because I've heard there's like foreshadowing in earlier episodes and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
yeah.
I feel like there's shows that I like more. I don't know. I really liked, even though people like, I agree with what people say about regular show, but I just like the vibe of regular show.
No, it's just like it's relatable, which is weird to say because considering what kind of show it is.
But like just like the Mordecai character and
exactly. Like I feel like Mordecai's like super like relatable to you because like he's like an art student and like
I'm not an art student.
Well, I mean like you want to be.
Yeah.
But like he's yeah. I feel like Mordecai is what I'd always compare it to is you had a friend God, I can't remember his name now. He you don't really hang out with him anymore. Oh, Casey.
Oh.
Yeah. I always looked at you two as like you were the Mordecai and he was the Rigby.
Funny you should say that.
Why?
Because when that show came out, he was over when it aired. And he would come over for like the first 3 seasons. Every time there was a new episode on Monday, he came to our house and we'd watch it together. Like we Casey, my brother, and me like got really into regular show. We'd hang out every single Monday and watch it.
I feel like if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have gotten into regular show. Like because yeah, it just
it's just a hangout show.
Yeah, it is. And like I never would have like given it a chance if like you weren't like you should check out regular show. It's super good.
And then there's Benson, who's just a funny boss.
Yeah, dude, Benson episodes are my favorite because he reminds me of Squidward, and Squidward's like my favorite SpongeBob character.
Yeah, and my favorite part about Benson is how they do give him like real episodes where he's just like
exactly
feeling real emotions and stuff.
And like that's the thing, like to have a good show, you have to have good characters, and every single character in regular show is likable and like lovable
in their own way.
There's not
even Muscle Man.
Exactly. I can't think of one character in regular show that I just go like, yeah, I hate them. I can't stand them.
They all have redeeming factors somehow. I don't know. That show's cool. Did you know he wanted to release seasons on Laserdisc?
Yeah. No, he really did. He had a Comic-Con panel where he was like telling everybody to like push
fun
for
guy
it.
to hang out with.
No, he's one of those people. I would go to Comic-Con like exclusive.
Is there any news? Not to cut you off. Is there any news on
I think
his other TBS show?
Yeah, I think there might be like a broad release date for it. I think it like early 2018 or something.
Anyways, you were saying.
Yeah. Well, I can't remember.
Comic-Con, Laserdisc.
Oh, I was just gonna say that Comic-Con. He is like one person that I would go to Comic-Con for exclusively just to like say hi to him.
I feel like he's gonna have a really big fan base for a while.
Yeah, he already does. He's super big. He's
like for a while. I feel like they're gonna hang in.
Uh-huh.
Unless his show completely bombs.
And honestly, I don't want to say this, but I could see it bombing.
Yeah, I can see it.
Mm-hmm. I don't have high expectations. I'm excited for it, but I don't.
It depends on how they treat it, because the commercials, the one commercial, I've only seen one commercial.
That's the only one for it, I think.
All it is balls jokes.
Yeah, and if that's all it is, it might do good for like.
Well, I mean, even if that's what it isn't, marketing as that is definitely gonna affect it.
I feel like that kind of humor does good for like college students.
Yeah.
You know not Family Guy. Yeah, exactly. That's why Family Guy is so good.
Peter, this is Lois.
And I'm worried that because regular show was like it was just him being creative with like everyday situations.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping, and like because of that, you could tell that regular show had a lot of freedom. They said piss in one episode.
2.
Yeah, 2. Regular show had a lot of freedom. But I'm worried because TBS is a bigger network than Cartoon Network that they're going to put a lot of more restrictions on them.
Yeah.
And I'm worried they're like, no, you got to have ball jokes. You got to have this. Because Family Guy does it. And it's our most watched show. It's with TBS.
I mean, they do let American Dad do what they pretty much want to.
American Dad is a Fox show, though.
Oh, I suppose. I don't know.
I don't really know many TBS
It airs on
shows.
TBS, I
yeah,
guess.
they're like reruns, so.
I don't know these things.
Yeah. Because I guess that's one thing I'm always worried about with any show. How involved is the TV network going to be, and are they going to put a lot of restrictions on his creative freedom?
I remember in regular show they had the one line where he's like, Benson's gonna drop his balls when he sees this.
Yeah.
And I never heard the follow-up line. The follow-up line is he's gonna be like, oh no, my gumballs. So they like correct it. I was laughing too loud that I never heard that. So for the next like 2 times I saw the episode, I just thought he finished it off at he's gonna drop his balls when he sees this.
I remember that episode. I gotta finish regular show. I still haven't watched the final episode.
I watched the final episode, even though I shouldn't have, because I didn't see anything up to that point.
Is it like a continuation or something?
The last season is regular show in space.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so it's a continual.
Yeah, I want to actually finish regular show. And I will someday, because
yeah, even the seasons that I feel like even the seasons that are bad are like watchable to me still, because there
are some seasons and some episodes that are I would call genuinely bad.
I've seen a couple of them where I'm just like, ugh, please don't.
Which is fine. Not every episode is like the good episodes of SpongeBob is like.
Yeah, there's bad episodes of SpongeBob.
Exactly.
It's just we weren't critics back then, so.
Yeah, we were kids, and if we were kids with regular show, we might think every episode is good.
We're just all Squidwards.
With like regular show still is targeted towards kids. It's not targeted. In a way, it's targeted towards us, but it's still a kid show at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
I'm excited to play as Uncle Grandpa.
Yeah, that's the moral of this whole topic. The moral of the topic is Uncle Grandpa is an amazing show, and you should go watch the oatmeal clip.
You should go watch the oatmeal clip. That's all the time we got left. So if you're watching in the morning, go watch the oatmeal.
Go get a bowl of oatmeal. Yeah.
If you're watching at night,
go eat some oatmeal.
Go eat some oatmeal anyways, because I get grumpy when I don't have my oatmeal.
All right. Well, leave.
All right, better let you out of the box.
Yeah.
Leave any questions or comments or general griping.
Yeah, or I don't know. Leave us topics too. Maybe there's some better topics you guys can think
Yeah,
of.
anything you guys want.
Ooh.
All right.
All right, we'll see you guys.
Let you out of the box.
Inside the box. It's a cube. Come on.
Let you out of the cube.
Bye.